Please be seated.
You all look marvelous. Good morning and welcome to the 183rd commencement of the Illinois College of Optometry. I'm Mark Collop and I have the privilege of serving as president of ICO for the past 8 years. We're pleased that you're here to join us as we celebrate and honor this milestone in the lives of the members of the ICO class of 2026. It's the encouragement, love, and support of family and friends, which has provided important support to make this journey successful for each member of this class. I know that they're appreciative of your attendance on this momentous occasion. We've all gathered here today in this beautiful auditorium to recognize and celebrate each recipient being awarded the Doctor of Optometry degree, and we honor those who have met and exceeded the high expectations that we have for all of our graduates. As we begin, I'd like to recognize several distinguished individuals who are instrumental in making this college such a vibrant institution and also the profession of optometry such a noble career. I ask that each of these groups stand as you're recognized. The heart of any fine institution is its faculty. ICO's faculty members bring their collective strengths to provide creative teaching, service, and scholarly activity. I'm proud that ICO has a long and rich history of excellence in its faculty. Faculty members, please stand to be recognized as we applaud you for your outstanding scholarly contributions, superior clinical skills, and mentoring and leadership. Faculty. Thank you. If the faculty is the heart of an academic institution, the alumni who distinguish themselves in their practices and careers are the soul. Today, we're pleased to have representatives from the ICO Alumni Council with us, and I ask that they stand to receive our appreciation. Alumni Council. The commitment and expertise of the Illinois College of Optometry Board of Trustees is evident through their attention and oversight of the college's growth and development. I'm pleased to have them in attendance today, and I ask that they stand to be recognized for their service to this great institution. Board members. Strong leadership at the state and national level is vitally important for optometry. I'm pleased to recognize one of our faculty members whose leadership and service is making a difference in our profession. Illinois Optometric Association board member, Dr. Janice McMahon, please stand and be recognized. Janice. Thank you all for making this 183rd commencement an occasion to remember as we honor all of our degree recipients today. And now to the class of 2026. You are the brave individuals that took the leap of faith and entered a challenging doctoral health program in the health professions on the heels of the pandemic. You survived and you made it through it all. This ceremony is such a culmination and celebration of your lives and achievements. It's been challenging, and everyone has sacrificed to be here. You gave precious parts of your lives just to prepare yourself to be accepted to ICO. It takes a special person to subject themselves to learning the mountains of basic science facts that were required of you to even apply for consideration for admission to ICO. That foundational knowledge prepared you for deeper learning and gave you the basic toolbox that you needed to take on ICO's curriculum. You then went on to apply, compete for acceptance, and make the decision to attend ICO, knowing full well that this program would challenge you beyond what most people can even imagine. You persevered. Each week, each examination, each practical, and there were lots of them, and each national board examination. Many of you traveled to other states to participate in clinical settings that would broaden your experiences even more. Members of the ICO class of 2026, no one ever told you that it would be easy. And yet, here you are today. The sacrifices have been many. The rewards will be even more abundant and will span the rest of your lives. You've each earned the privilege of taking care of your fellow human beings and improving their eyesight and general health. And you will earn a comfortable lifestyle for that privilege. I can tell you that the demand for clinical optometrists has never been higher than it is today. You are entering this wonderful profession at an optimal time. You each demonstrated passion to get the most out of this educational program. You rose above the daily grind and learned to excel and achieve at the level required by ICO's faculty. You did that, and you did that very well. Illinois College of Optometry has been in existence since 1872, 154 years this year, the longest standing Doctor of Optometry program in the world. Nearly 20% of all practicing optometrists in the United States have begun their careers here at ICO, and now you are joining their ranks. Along the way, each of you have become highly knowledgeable, and you're now ready to go out and help people see better and to diagnose and treat ocular diseases and take your place on the patient's healthcare team. You've developed special talents, skills because of this faculty, the staff, the externship preceptors, guest lecturers, residents. They all helped you. You've achieved something really valuable, your ICO degree, which will entitle you to the title of doctor. Soon you'll become licensed to practice. As of today, you're among the profession's most highly trained and educated. Be proud of what you've accomplished. I should also remind you that starting tomorrow, new drugs will be developed, new technology, new techniques will be discovered, and it will be incumbent upon each of you to continue your education as required of all healthcare providers. Your ICO education has equipped you well, and you've been immersed in learning the latest and the greatest. It's been all around you. Your education will continue each year that you're in practice. New drugs, AI-guided diagnosis, telemedicine, AI scribes, they're all in your future, and you must keep up. When you entered ICO, we talked about developing a passion for lifelong learning. This is what we meant, and it continues after you leave ICO. I look forward to seeing you at conferences and ICO continuing medical education programs. And when you do attend those events, come on by the ICO alumni receptions and tell us about your successes and reconnect with friends. My personal pride in each of your accomplishments could not be higher. And I know that I'm speaking on behalf of every faculty member and employee at ICO as well. ICO class of 2026, congratulations. Now I have the distinct privilege of presenting 3 candidates for honorary degrees. Additional details on each candidate can be found in your printed program. Would the candidate for the honorary degree, Doctor of Science, please stand and come forward? Dr. Jeffrey W. Smith completed a bachelor's degree from Drake University, a Doctor of Optometry from ICO, and an MBA from University of Illinois at Chicago. He started his career in clinical optometry, but soon ascended into executive leadership, which led him through multiple C-suite positions within various companies, most recently serving as Executive Vice President for HSVC Blue Cross Blue Shield of Pennsylvania. He served on the ICO Board of Trustees continuously since 2008, currently as Trustee Emeritus. He also served as interim president for ICO for 1 month immediately before I began. He's being recognized today for his lifelong support and service to ICO, culminating in a pledge of $1 million in support of scholarships to attract the best and brightest to attend ICO. Dr. Jeff Smith has been unanimously recommended by the Board of Trustees for the honorary degree, Doctor of Science in Optometry. And now, based upon the recommendation of the Board of Trustees of the Illinois College of Optometry and by the power vested in me by the state of Illinois, I hereby proclaim the honorary degree, Doctor of Science in Optometry, upon Jeffrey W. Smith. Congratulations, Dr. Smith. And now, would the candidates for the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, please stand and come forward. It's a pretty good view from up here, isn't it? Susan Tobert and Alfred Rosenblum III are sister and brother. While they never attended ICO, they grew up in and around the events and hallways of our institution. You see, they were the children of Dr. Alfred and Sarah Rosenblum. Alfred served as a faculty member, dean, and president of ICO, and Sarah was always helping in any way that she could. About 15 years ago, their parents, Alfred and Sarah, made a substantial contribution to help ICO establish the Alfred and Sarah Rosenblum Center on Vision and Aging. The center is an integral part of our mission at ICO. Even though Alfred and Sarah passed a few years ago, Susan and Alfred have maintained and provided continuing support for their parents' legacy in advancing patient care and educational programs in the Rosenblum Center, most recently committing $1.5 million in support of the establishment of the Rosenblum Family Endowed Professorship. You'll hear more about that in a few minutes, as well as in support of a new residency program. Susan and Alfred have been unanimously recommended by the Board of Trustees for the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters. And based upon the recommendation of the Board of Trustees of the Illinois College of Optometry and by the power vested in me by the state of Illinois, I hereby proclaim the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, upon Susan Tobert and Dr. Alfred Rosenblum III. Congratulations, Susan and Alfred. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker. Alfred Rosenblum III earned a bachelor's degree in English from Drake University. He also completed an MA in English from the University of Toronto and an MPH from University of Illinois. He earned his PhD from the Graduate School at Loyola University, Chicago. And as of today, he's received an honorary doctorate from Illinois College of Optometry. He is now Professor Emeritus and served as the inaugural John and Jean Rowe Distinguished Professor at the Brennan School of Business at Dominican University, where he twice received Teaching Excellence Awards. He founded and co-led the Anti-Poverty Working Group, Principles of Responsible Management Education. Dr. Rosenblum is an avid world traveler and served as a Fulbright Scholar in Nepal and Bulgaria. Additional details on his extensive career are in your printed program. Each year, we work earnestly to identify someone we admire greatly and to someone with the insight to bring the graduating class words of inspiration as they make this transition. This year's speaker has done this, as he is a scholar, professor of international business, humanitarian, and philanthropist. Please join me in welcoming ICO's 183rd commencement speaker, Dr. Alfred Rosenblum.
You know, I'd like to meet that guy someday. So Dr. Collop took a little bit of my speech, but we'll go forward. So Dr. Collop, thanks for that really nice introduction. President Collop, faculty, trustees, honored guests, family and friends, hey, good morning. But most of all, A big shout out to the graduating class sitting right there of ICO 20. Make some noise! It feels like you're happy to be graduating. You know, that's great. Yet, before I begin, I'd like for us to pause and remember that nobody does anything big in life like graduating without the help of others. So this day belongs to them too. So if you are here and you have supported a graduate, will you please stand? You need a round of applause as well. Okay, that's great. So the big question for today, no exam of course, who were Alfred and Sarah Rosenblum? Let me begin with Dad, Dr. Rosenblum, Dr. R, or to some, just plain Al. Fun fact number one, Dad loved to tell jokes. Here is one of his that seems right for today and in the beautiful space that's dedicated to music. During a recent Jewish high holiday service, the story is told of a congregant who owned an unusually gifted dog. The dog possessed a magnificent voice. And guess what? Because of this, the dog was invited to sing in the temple choir. During the service, the dog chimed in all the right places. Beautiful sounds emanated from the dog, and everyone looked at the animal in amazement, enthralled by its voice. After the service, the rabbi came over to the congregant, who was the dog's owner, and said, my, what a wonderful dog you have. I've never heard such beautiful sounds coming from anyone, let alone a dog. Your dog should have a wonderful career in music. The man looked a little puzzled, even confused. He said, Rabbi, do you really think so? I wish you would speak to him. Why? Asked the rabbi. Well, said the owner of the dog, because my dog really wants to be an optometrist. We don't need to persuade anyone today to be an optometrist, so you will be very soon. Fun fact two, Dad did not originally want to be an optometrist. He initially wanted to be a banker. Yeah, hard to believe, right? He was about to be discharged from Camp Stewart, Georgia, when he met an optometrist who practiced on his Army base. That OD must have said something amazing, or told Dad how ODs really change lives, because upon discharge, Dad enrolled in ICO and graduated in 1954. As they say, the rest is history. Dad's passion for low vision was endless. He truly relished every minute he had examining low vision patients, especially the elderly. His dedication to low vision was total, extending even to his email. Fun fact number three, Dad's email address was AARLVPro. Yep, Alfred A. Rosenblum, low vision professional. So Dad considered himself foremost an educator, so students were always front and center of his thinking. Thus, getting to know students outside of the classroom was really super important. This is the early 1960s, when the social roles were more formal. Think Mad Men here, Story. He and Mom were well known for throwing a once-a-year party for students at our home on the south side of Chicago. Of course, the food was catered. But most of all, there was Dad's famous champagne punch. I have the recipe. DM me after today if you want it, okay? Here's the recipe. 1 full bottle of champagne, 2 bottles of German white wine, a cup and a half of brandy, a half a cup of Curacao, ice, and sprinkle some seltzer water in there. When the champagne punch flowed, the evening went from throwing some shade here and there to some really serious trash talking. Those parties were awesome. Okay? Now, Mom, if Dad was soft-spoken, Mom was loud. If Dad was thoughtful and planful, Mom was spontaneous. If Dad was humble, Mom made sure everyone knew what exotic country she had just traveled to, what trendy restaurants she had dined at, and what was going on in the world of pop culture. She would know for sure the current relationship status of Zendaya and Tom Holland, and would know whether there will be a prequel or sequel to K-pop Demon Hunters, okay? More on the prequel sequel in a minute. Mom was truly a force of nature. Literally, the barometric pressure in a room would change about 15 minutes before she entered. You sensed something either electric or terrifying was about to happen. You held on for dear life. Story. Mom could talk to anyone. She had a great smile that was genuine as it was inviting. However, once you fell into a conversation with her, I think the phrase Spanish Inquisition accurately covered the general tone and topics. "Hi," said Mom. "I haven't seen you in a while. Tell me everything, including the juicy parts. Spill some tea." Okay? I think that ability to talk with everyone was a rare quality. I know I don't have it. Mom was integral to Dad's optometric career. She was and always wanted to be in the room where it happened. Shout out to Hamilton, which leads to the next story. Let me set the scene. It's late morning now at Mom and Dad's condo on Lakeshore Drive. The sun is streaming through the living room. In his then role as VP of Development, Dr. Collip and Dad are sitting at our dining room table, perhaps going over the 342nd version of the Rosenblum Center proposal. Probably it was only the 3rd or 4th revision. Now Mom needs a walker. She's walking out the door and turns to Dad and Dr. Collip and says, "Al, just get this done by the time I get home, and Mark, make sure it happens." You know, you crossed Sarah Rosenblum at your own peril. If you meet her in the afterlife, you've been forewarned, okay? Last story. Mom was really a generous person. Generous with her time, generous with her praise, and generous with her friends when they needed help. Mom and Dad had a housekeeper for 15 to 20 years, Lois Morgan by name. Lois was just a part of our family. She made, hands down, the best sweet potato pie ever. When Lois died, it seemed that her family was going through some financial hardship. Lois's daughter called Mom saying, "We don't have enough money to cover Lois's funeral expenses." Without missing a beat, Mom said, "I'll cover everything." Mom and I went to Lois's funeral. It was beautiful, spiritual, joyous, the kind of last farewell you want for a dear family member. That generosity of spirit, the recognition that the world is an unequal place, and when you have a chance to give, you should, captures Mom's softer, less public side. I think it's the ethos animating Sarah's fund that provides telescope and assistive devices to low vision individuals who can't afford them. It captures Mom well. So, why are Sue and I here today? It's because Sue and I are actors in the ongoing story of ICO. ICO has been an important part of our lives, as you heard from Dr. Collip. We were an optometric family. We experienced through Dad and Mom what commitment, dedication, purpose, pride, passion, community, and service means through optometry. Now think of my time with you today in terms of a movie or a novel. When a movie or a novel is a hit, there may be a prequel or a sequel. I think the Rosenblum Center is a hit. Sue and I have seen those Rosenblum crew teas, and we know firsthand the amazing service that staff, and when you go through the rotation, you give willingly day in and day out. I've heard that even during the third and fourth year rotations, even some of you have FU fun in the FUN in the Rosenblum Center. So today, we honor Dr. Machinsky as the first Rosenblum family endowed professor in low vision rehabilitation. This is the sequel. Through her and others whom Sue and I will never know, the legacy of Dad and Mom continues. And ICO's commitment to low vision and care for elder persons is enlarged. My stories about Mom and Dad, that's the prequel. I hope you got to know them just a bit so that they're now more than just names etched on a wall. Good news, a few last reflections. I'm almost done. Optometry is a profession grounded in science, but practiced through humanity. Thanks, Matt, for reminding me of that. When you look into a patient's eyes, you do more than just refract them. You do more than see their retina, macula, optic nerve, or even take an interocular pressure. You quite literally shine the brightness of your care on them and make them feel bigger, deeper, respected, lit up. You see the whole person. You have empathy for them. Technology and artificial intelligence will change optometry for sure, but no instrument can replicate compassion. No algorithm can replace emotion. Dad loved quotes, so I'll end with 3. Father-son combo. Dad, you make a living by what you get. You make a life by what you give. Winston Churchill. Dad, everyone can be great because anybody can serve. Martin Luther King. Me, I'll quote from that brilliant professor notorious B.I.G. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase, the sky's the limit. Graduates, strive for excellence, stay curious, lead with passion and empathy, go forth and make your mark in the world. Remember, the sky's the limit. Sue and I say congrats to the graduating class of 2026. Thank you. Let's get on with it.
And now it's my distinguished pleasure to be able to introduce our Rosenblum, our first Rosenblum professor. Through the generosity of the Rosenblum family, the Illinois College of Optometry has established its first endowed professorship, the Rosenblum Family Endowed Professorship in Low Vision Rehabilitation. The intention of this professorship is to promote increased knowledge and understanding of the interrelationship between aging and vision through research and scholarly activities, and to provide care, counseling, and support services to underserved communities, whether locally, regionally, or internationally. It's my distinct privilege to recognize our inaugural recipient of this honor, Dr. Tracy Machinsky. Please come forward. Dr. Machinsky graduated from ICO in 1995 and subsequently completed a vision rehabilitation residency at the William Feinblum Vision Rehabilitation Center in Philadelphia the following year. She has provided patient care at the Chicago Lighthouse for the Blind and Visually Impaired since 1996 and joined the ICO faculty in 1998. Currently, she serves as a full-time faculty member at the rank of associate professor, where she is a beloved teacher in both the classroom and clinic. Dr. Machinsky earned her fellowship in the American Academy of Optometry in 2000 and achieved diplomate status in the low vision section in 2006. She has a distinguished track record of scholarly work, including 35 abstracts, 12 peer-reviewed publications, and multiple externally funded research projects to her credit. She serves as a peer reviewer and member of editorial advisory boards for scientific journals and has held leadership roles in many national and international organizations focused on low vision rehabilitation. Dr. Machinsky's dedication to humanitarian efforts extends locally, nationally, and internationally through ongoing involvement with the Volunteer Optometric Services to Humanity, or VOSH. Of note, she had the pleasure of serving alongside both Dr. Alfred Jr. and Sarah Rosenblum on multiple VOSH mission trips. She became a VOSH board member of the group's Illinois chapter in 2001 and ultimately served as its president for 8 years. Dr. Machinsky joined the VOSH International Board in 2011 and went on to hold the role of president in that organization as well. She has been the faculty advisor to ICO's student VOSH chapter since 2008 and has led students on many mission trips, both locally and internationally. Clearly, Dr. Machinsky has the experience, expertise, and commitment needed to fulfill the aims of this endowed professorship. And now I ask Susan Tobert and Alfred Rosenblum III to come forward to honor our recipient by bestowing the Rosenblum Family Endowed Professorship in Low Vision Rehabilitation Medallion upon her. Congratulations, Dr. Machinsky. So, here we are. You've made it. After years of hard work, you're about to begin your careers in eye care. Becoming a doctor of optometry isn't easy. It takes focus, resilience, and dedication. Along the way, you faced many challenges, but also moments of real joy. Acing an exam, mastering clinical skills, sharing laughs with classmates, passing boards, and making a difference in patients' lives. I hope you carry with you both the pride of what you've achieved as well as the memories that made it meaningful. Everything you've invested to reach this day is about to pay off. The opportunities ahead of you are nearly endless, and the return on your investment will be great. You've earned what comes next. Choose your future path wisely. None of this happened alone. Your family and friends have supported you every step of the way, and they deserve our thanks. I'd also like to recognize the faculty here at ICO. Their guidance has helped shape you into the professionals you are today, and I know their influence will stay with you throughout your careers. I'm so proud to count myself among them. The world's changed a lot during your time here, becoming more virtual and at times more distant. As you move forward, I encourage you to keep making real human connections with your patients, your communities, and with each other. That's where you'll find the deepest meaning in your work. And I hope you'll stay connected to ICO as well. We truly value those lifelong relationships and are always excited to hear of your successes. In a moment, I will recognize your class valedictorian who has earned an important distinction among his peers. But I also want you to know how proud we are of every one of you. Your achievements, your compassion, and the sacrifices you've made have not gone unnoticed. We see great things ahead for you and wish you much future success. It's now my honor to congratulate Joseph Tofik on being named valedictorian of the class of 2026. So, you are an exemplary representative of the excellence that exists within this class. Congratulations on this outstanding accomplishment. And I was going to say, please come forward, but here you are.
Will the class of 2026 please stand? Remove your caps, raise your right hands, and repeat after me. With full deliberation, I freely and solemnly pledge that I affirm that the health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will practice the art and science of optometry faithfully and conscientiously. And to the fullest scope of my competence. I will uphold and honorably promote by example and action the highest standards, ethics, and ideals of my chosen profession. And the honor of the degree, Doctor of Optometry, which has been granted me. I will provide professional care for those who seek my services. With concern, with compassion, and with due regard for their human rights and dignity. I will place the treatment of those who seek my care above personal gain. And strive to see that none shall lack for proper care. I will hold as privileged and unviable all information entrusted to me in confidence by my patients. I will advise my patients fully and honestly of all which may serve to restore, maintain, or enhance their vision and general health. I will strive continuously to broaden my knowledge and skills so that my patients may benefit from all new and efficacious means to enhance the care of human vision. I will share information cordially and unselfishly with my fellow optometrists and other professionals. for the benefit of patients and the advancement of human knowledge and welfare. I will do my utmost to serve my community, my country, and humankind as a citizen as well as an optometrist. I hereby commit myself to be steadfast in the performance of this. My solemn oath and obligation.
Please be seated. To the loved ones in the venue and viewing from home, you've played a critical role in the success of these doctors, and I'm sure that you are rightfully proud. Your support in helping them manage the stressors of our rigorous program, giving them space to put in the time they needed to, simply being there for them in their moments of need, is something I'm sure they will not soon forget. Thank you. There are 104 members in the graduating class of 2026. They hail from 27 different United States, 5 Canadian provinces, and 6 other nations. It is worth noting that over 1/3 of them are graduating with high honors today. It has truly been an honor to witness your growth, your challenges, your successes over these last years. A mentor of mine once told me that the only true emotions are mixed emotions. The implication was that people need to acknowledge it's possible to experience multiple feelings at the same time, recognize that not only is this okay, but that it's critical, that true growth can only happen outside of the comfort zone. I believe that this is a day of true emotion. Closing this chapter of your lives, beginning the next is exciting and sad and joyous and scary, I'm sure many more things. And it's okay for all those things to happen simultaneously. It means that you're doing something that is important. At this time, I would like to ask President Collip and Dean Mesner to join me on the stage, and with the first 2 rows of candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry, please stand and approach. As we begin the doctoral hooding ceremony, I acknowledge there may very well be an urge to be jubilant upon hearing the name of your loved one called. Believe me, I get it. But with that said, I humbly request that the audience please hold your applause until all names have been read and that President Collip has conferred the degrees. It is very important that each name be heard and be honored by being heard. The class of 2026 went through this together, and as such, they should be celebrated together. Thank you. Graduating summa cum laude, Christopher Cook. Anastasia Dudnick, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Erica Ittner, ICO class of 2009. Kara Lee Katzun, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Dale Bittner, ICO class of 2001. Dylan Kruger. Haley May Paul. Abby Lynn Phelan. Anna Maria Ratalovsky, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Lindsay Six, ICO class of 2010. Joseph Nabil Emil Tofik. He'll be hooded by his mentors, Dr. Jaimini Patel, ICO class of 2016, and Dr. Leonard Mesner. Nikita Varshney. Megan Bao T. Mai Wan. Maya Willow Berg Weiss. Abigail Wilhelmi. Graduating magna cum laude, Kaya K. Cooper. She'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Catherine Kwan, ICO class of 2009. Nicole Koshaba. Pei Zi Lin. Ryan Mannion. Ruhi Verma. Graduating cum laude, Samantha Ray Bestel. Elizabeth Lauren Chen, and she'll be hooded by her mother, Dr. Bonnie Chen. Sean Singh Dillon, and he'll be hooded by his uncle, Dr. Ranjot Sandhu. Tina Dobosh. Benjamin Fodchuk. Alexandria Bauscher Heibel. Christine Maria Jacob. Paulina Koshuek. Andrew Kwan. Thomas Locke. Zachariah Mikos. Olivia Rose Milenarchik. Jeff Peters. Megha Shah, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Dale Bittner, ICO class of 2001. Elizabeth Danielle Spiratos. Abigail Christine Samansky. Dana Wong. Miriam Abu Baker. Sana Akhtar, and she'll be hooded by her aunt, Dr. Atka Ghafour, ICO class of 2018. Emily Gencarelli Albanese. Emily Marie Gencarelli Albanese, excuse me. She'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Juliana Babbage Ruff, ICO class of 2025. Kunsha Altaf Amar, and she'll be hooded by her spouse, Dr. Mahmoud Amar. Anya Barich. Sarah Elizabeth Biddle, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Christina Eubanks, ICO class of 2012. Nicholas Alexander Bland. Danielle Bianovich. Marvely Camacho. Verenice Castillo, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Kashafa Ansari, ICO class of 2023. Tiffany Lita Cha. Yu Ki Chan, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Janice Jerkis, ICO class of 1974. Huda Chaudhry. Jessica Ann Collop, and she'll be hooded by her father, Dr. Mark Collop, ICO class of 1992. Hannah R. Daly. Tiffany Dang. Colton Demarest. Taylor Diane Dunleavy. Nancy Garay Espinosa, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Efren Gomez, ICO class of 2010. Leah Martha Giberson. She'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Dale Bittner, ICO class of 2001. Amardeep Singh Gill. He'll be hooded by his mentors, Dr. Luke Rockney, ICO class of 2023, and Dr. Frank Wong, ICO class of 2024. Tala Hamad. She'll be hooded by her spouse, Dr. Saif Al-Khazraji, ICO class of 2023. Amelia Lee Henry. Vin Hugh. Rayon Husseini. Madison Kaur Huynh. Jenna Othman Jabali, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Lindsay Six, ICO class of 2010. Krithi Jaligama. Haley Hemin Jung. She'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Jessica Stoddard, ICO class of 2018. Amanda Isabella Martinez. Dinaz Muzamil Tirmizi. Michaela Jean Kemp, and she'll be hooded by her aunt, Dr. Mary Vadas. Sanober Aisha Khan. Marissa Kim. She'll be hooded by her two parents, Dr. Charles Kim and Dr. Susan Kim. Danielle Knight. She'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Amanda Aker. Dawn Condor. Ludwig Alexander Kuhar. He'll be hooded by his father, Dr. Chad Kuhar, ICO class of 1997. Allison Mackenzie Lamkin. She'll be hooded by her uncle, Dr. Sean Kaler, ICO class of 2002. Jack Latham. Jennifer Fung Lee. Karan Malhotra. Alexis J. Mandery, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Marcy Nichols, ICO class of 2005. Mutwali Masha. Sydney McKnight. And she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Mondo Bhatti Kazadi, ICO class of 2025. Rebecca Meyer. Vivian Nguyen. Ravina Parmar. Cameron John Phelan. Alvina Biju Puthrail. Melina Raimundo. Ashley K. Rhodes, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Sarah Statzik, ICO class of 2025. Alec Rohr. Victoria Sukra Rosenthal. David Reigel. Mohammed Main Salama. Anna Sarah Sandberg. Rashninder Kar Sarkaria. Savannah Claire Skidmore. Sneha Srikumaran. Joseph Michael Statzik, and he'll be hooded by his cousin, Dr. Sarah Statzik, ICO class of 2025, and his mentor, Dr. Kiana Swanson, ICO class of 2025. Nina Tulashi. Mei Lee Sophie Burns Van Dyke, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Robert Broe, ICO class of 1976. Pa Vang. Alexander Vu. Simran Kaur Walia. Brendan Michael Weaver. He'll be hooded by his mentor, Dr. Luke Rockney, ICO class of 2023. Matthew Eugene Williams. Stephen Wong. He'll be hooded by his brother, Dr. Michael Wong, ICO class of 2018. James Yasnowski. Kiana York. Please hold your applause just a few minutes longer until President Collip has proclaimed the degrees.
Will the candidates please stand? President Collip, upon recommendation of the faculty, the candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry have pursued their prescribed studies diligently, have passed all required examinations, and have demonstrated commendable proficiency in the art and science of optometry. I therefore recommend that the degree Doctor of Optometry be conferred upon them at this time.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Illinois College of Optometry and by the state of Illinois, I hereby confer to those so named the degree Doctor of Optometry with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. Thank you. Let it all out. Let it out. Let it out. Okay, would the class please be seated?
Good morning, graduates, faculty, families, and friends. My name is Dr. Lena Park, and as Vice President of the Alumni Council, it is my great honor to be able to stand before you and congratulate you all as our newest class of doctors. Today marks a milestone that represents years of discipline, sacrifice, and perseverance. Today is not only a celebration of what you have accomplished, but a recognition of who you have become along the way. You have arrived here with ambition and uncertainty, but you leave here with more clinical skills, confidence, and a deeper understanding of responsibility. You've learned how to diagnose, how to treat, how to problem solve, but more importantly, how to care for your patients. Sometimes learning to empathize and listening to your patients' needs is the most important skill that you develop. That will ensure that they keep coming back to see you. What you do is not just about vision. It is about helping a child who may need vision therapy to further excel in school, helping a keratoconus patient see clearly, sometimes for the very first time. It's about restoring independence to somebody who can drive again. And sometimes it's about detecting something far more serious, like an ocular melanoma, and then playing a role in saving someone's life. We are a part of a profession that focuses on a small part of the body, but can make a profound impact on someone's entire life. As you step into your careers, you will find that this profession is constantly evolving. Technology will continue to advance and practice models will shift. And yes, AI will become more integrated into how we deliver care. But what you have built at ICO is a strong foundation, one that will allow you to adapt, grow, and lead through change rather than to be defined by it. Aside from impacting the lives of your patients, I want you to also think about the kind of presence you bring into every space you enter. It is the small, consistent ways you show up that help build your relationships with not only your patients, but your family, friends, colleagues, and folks within your community. Even as you leave here today, continue to stay engaged with the profession and your classmates and colleagues. Share your knowledge with others. Ask for help when you need it. Continue to support one another and celebrate each other's successes. Find alumni within your area or elsewhere on the Alma Base website, which you can find at alumni.ico.edu. Your connection to ICO does not end after you graduate here today. Stay involved with alumni events, support scholarships if and when you are able, and mentor students who want to follow in your footsteps. Your involvement shapes the future of ICO and our profession. You are now part of a network of alumni who are invested in your success and proud of what you represent. As you embrace this new career, you can find ways to help give back, stay connected, and continue meaningful relationships with your colleagues. Congratulations once again to the class of 2026 and welcome to our Alumni Association. We are all proud of your accomplishments and cannot wait to see what impact you have on this profession in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, choir. That was lovely. And thank you to our brand new organist this year. I can tell you from 33 years of experience, this ceremony doesn't just happen. Many individuals work diligently each year to make this wonderful event what it is, and for each of them and their good work, I am truly grateful. Thank you all. To our many guests that took time from your schedules to join us in this celebration today, we thank you. Graduates, our work with you is now complete. You're ready to go out and do what you've been training to do for many years. Be confident. You're now ready for the next steps in taking your earned place in the healthcare system. You're each prepared to do great things in your communities. Class of 2026, you are ready. As you head out to the wonderful careers and lives awaiting you, please remember and reflect fondly upon what you accomplished during your time here at ICO. History tells us that most of you will remember specific faculty that connected with you and helped you during the past 4 years. Please reach out and reconnect with those folks periodically. You see, we all love hearing from you and hearing about your successes. And by the way, ICO class reunions are a great opportunity to visit and for reconnecting. Doctors, you've accomplished something truly remarkable, and we are very proud of you. These formal proceedings are now concluded, and as we begin the recessional, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand, and members of the audience, please remain standing at your seat until the class has exited the auditorium. Thank you.